Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. So Doomsday has dropped. Oh my God! Do I ever go how? Just how? How on earth did men, or I should say, predominantly women, I would say in business suits, being paid large sums of money, come up and say, oh yeah, this is a good idea, this is going to work. You look at it just with complete and total, but then you look at lots of other stuff as well, like did you follow the thing from America, Bud Light? This woman ad executive clearly doesn't know what she's doing, had rainbow flags everywhere, all over her office. She thought it'd be a great idea to promote the very masculine Bud Light brand by putting Dylan Mulvaney on it. Now, Dylan Mulvaney, does he just describe himself as a trans person or not? I don't think so. Like, he always very consciously has a shadow, like a 5 o'clock shadow, and he does he doesn't sound like a trans person. He sounds like he's play acting a cartoon princess, right? That's what it seems like to me, and I think he gets most bit. I think he's either trolling a bunch of people who say he's great, or there's something not right there, right? But I think he's probably trolling me. I think he's found something that worked, and he's amazed how much it's worked. He's not gonna back down on it. He's making a ton of money. He's got fame, which is what he always wanted. Oh, what's that? Hang on. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I was just playing with a bit of a plastic fork, and it broke in my hand. Boom, exploded. Pretty much that's how you can say how Doomsday happened. Anyway, so they had him, they had them. I think this is pronounced. Advertise, do special cans for him. Whatever. Them, right? And it caused the biggest backlash that I can imagine, I can remember in commercial history. So Bud Light used to be the #1 brand, not anymore, and it's lost about 30% of its sales, which might be its entire profit margin. So there's a good chance it's going to go away, right? There's a good chance it's going to go away. You might ask yourself, how did grown people say, oh, you know what people will really love? If we put front and center a huge display of transgendered underage bathing suits, so boys can would tuck your junk, is what they call. They could tuck their balls and little penis away, so they could appear more feminine. Who thought that would go down well in Target, right? And still it happened, right? So we live in an age of breathtaking corporate malfeasance. What I think it is, right? What I think that the cause of most of this is it's a few things, but this aspect of it is there's a push so that the corporations get a good. It's called ESG score, or was it EMI? There's a couple of them, which is basically how progressive you are, right? The better a progressive score you have, the more favorable rates you get with hedge funds and things like that, right? So one of those things is you've got to have 50-50, or at least female-male management. Trouble is, there's not that the supply didn't increase to meet the demand, so you ended up hiring lots of substandard people. Have you ever wondered how Star Wars, over a period of 12 years, went from one of the most important cultural icons on the planet to something that's kind of a laughing stock that's dead, right? Kathleen Kennedy, pretty much the same way. So my guess is there is a over-promoted idiot in a business suit somewhere who said, "Oh, Sue Kempner, yeah, she always dunks on the chance. That'll be great. There, we can put that in ducks ahead, right?" And I think this is going to work out not quite as badly as it did for Target and Anheuser-Busch Bud Light, but I honestly, I think if a company like Big Finish loses money on it, I think they should be able to go to the BBC and say, look, the star of this thing that you insisted upon went on social media and just attacked the potential audience, right? With a substandard product as well. So I don't know. Like, will they break it? I think they should be able to demand the money back from production or the shortfall, right, from whatever they don't make, because this is just it's corporate. What's it going? I wouldn't say corporate vandalism. Corporate inefficiency brought to an insane new level. Anyway, so the first part of this piece of trash came out yesterday. I was doing a live stream. I was back online. I've been sick all week, but I was back online. I was doing a live stream, and we went over it. It's a free story. Look, here's the annoying thing. They've learned their lessons from Time Lord Victorious, which was also shit, right? They learned their lessons. Some of them, anyway, like give out free content stuff. But you know what? They put out a story. Why couldn't they go to like 11 Labs that does the fake voice, do the deep fake AI voice cloning, right? Why can't it do that and do a book on tape of it as well? It wasn't that long, and like it seemed lazy. It's written by James Goss, who's a good writer. I just think he was like, oh, this is shit. I'll just knock out anything. That's the vibe I got from reading it. Anyway, I went over on a live stream. We took the piss, because that's the best thing you can do with this thing. Take the piss, because shit beyond shit. And it's always good to laugh at pompous people who produce shit thinking they're wonderful. Because I just think it is always good to do that. I do. It's just me for you, baby. It's just me. Fine, before we end the video, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are fantastic. I am grateful for you doing all those things. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Head over to Rumble. That's a good thing to do. Look in the video notes. You'll find my links to Rumble, Twitter, YouTube. I live stream on those platforms pretty much every day. Join me in a live stream. Ask me a question in the chat. You know, we'll respond. You could derail the show with the right question, which people try and do. Okay, people try and come up with the right question to derail me. It's not hard, right? It's not hard. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are fantastic. Now let me add over to me from last night. I'm doomed. Like, what is with the expression? What are you going for with this, Suze, darling? Like, I don't understand. What's your plan? I don't know. So, look, basically, people who really are like political bigots who don't like, who really don't like it, like people when ping up. You know, haven't they noticed taking the piss out saying Hunter Biden laptop? Like, oh, they just say Hunter Biden laptop. Yes, because it proves you were wrong and duped, you idiot cunt. That's why we keep mentioning it, right? I can't remember what I'm saying there. I just, it made me laugh to it. Where is this stupid bloody story? Like, what? Just give me a link to it. Oh, God. Why did it take me so much bloody time to go and find the sodding link? BB bloody idiot C. Because they don't give a shit about this, because Suze Kempner already destroyed it, right? So basically, again, the same people, same time frame, remember, of the people. Why is it not coming up? Same time frame of the people. Oh, there you go. Thank God. At the same, they thought Dylan Mulvaney would be a fucking awesome idea, on Bud Light. And at the same time, at Target executives thought, oh yeah, you know, let me think, 0.5%, probably less of our customer base are transgendered. Let's mass produce tuck your junk bathing suits for that 0.5% and put them slap bang in the middle with all our other pride display. At the same time they thought that, they thought Suze Kempner, oh, she's going to be awesome with this, right? So apparently they originally had this other character that was vaguely Doctor Who-y, right? This assassin. But it was, okay, ready for Doomsday? God. Like, again, well, I think they thought, oh, she's got nice tits. So, yeah, nobody's going to mind, right? Nobody's going to say anything. And, oh, she dunks on the chuds. Fucking idiot. Hour 1 by James Goss. So we're going to whiz through this, right? There were worse places to die than in New Venice. She told herself this as she staggered out the Broadway. Okay, you're supposed to be the world's greatest assassin, right? For a dead woman, she looked amazing. The holographic generated ball gown shimmered with 1,000 rubies. Oh, fuck off. Why do you think this is Doctor Who? I'm dying. Behind the party was going on. Okay, fine. They're in New Venice. There's a party going. It's a swanky, like, spy thriller, like same sort of party as in True Lies at the beginning of that, right? Worst places to die. She looks out. Maybe there was a chance. Maybe there was a chance. She checked her life signs on a vortex manipulator. See, we said Doctor Who things. No, not good. Really, very bad. Not good. Fuck me. Right? Okay. This type of like cutesy wootsy writing was tired in the 2000s, right? It kind of worked back when Buffy was around, right? But like enough already. So she did what she was supposed to when you're dying. She phoned the office. Like, none of this is funny. And here's the thing. Because you have it connected to this utter cunt, Sue Kempner, who is an utter cunt. I mean, like, that's like, her job is taking the piss out of people she doesn't like. And she does so in like the most... She builds up this cartoon version of who she thinks you are. And then she plays it out, right? And for her to laugh at. I mean, this is just a sad person, right? I don't know what to tell you. Like, I do. Who was it? What, a writer of a Big Finish. I can't remember who it is. Who was it? It's a writer I like. James Dorney, probably, right? It was definitely a writer I like. He got all incensed that she was getting her ass handed to her over and over and over and over again on Twitter. This is what happened. She that trailer came out. That was shit beyond shit. I'm doomed. Blame my mother. Like, what the hell? How does that fit into Doctor Who for you? Just explain it to me. What was your thinking with it? Blame my mother. I like, what the? This is even subpar Jodie Who. Fuck me. And that was like unwatchably bad. There were people who were known to jump out of buildings rather than watch Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who. Several people decided to take an anal fisting rather than see Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. I can't disagree with them, right? That's how bad. So this, and people went out, what is this shit? Oh my God, this is awful. And Sue's fans like, Sue's, and they couldn't work out why we didn't like it. Because it was shit. She was like, oh, it's my sexuality you don't like. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, she literally says that, like, why are you bringing up your sexuality? So, wait a minute, I never said that. Gosh, she's so stupid. Anyway, basically, she had her ass handed to her over and over again. Like, she, like, really tried to dunk on people, and she really, like, had her ass handed to her. Like, I said, look, do you want to come on my channel and chat? It said, sure, of course I will. I said, great. Why would you fine, we're doing it. I'll get in contact. I'll give you a link. Right? And then, and then later she said, well, I was never going to do it. I'll just go on your channel to have you say I'm shit. I was like, so then it was, this is one of the many bits of education she received that day that made her feel small. Because she's a small person, right? I said, that may have been what you would have done, right? And that really may have been what, I had no interest in dunking on her. I was actually going to try and hear her out from her side, right? I wanted to give her like like, you think I hated you because you're politics? I didn't even know your fucking politics. You hate me? No. You hide behind that as a knee-jerk reaction, right? I remember she posted something on her Twitter. I got so many friends now, like, oh, God. It was something about that, and I did, and that's what I commented on. And like, she got the piss ripped out of her over and over and over, and she thought she was winning every encounter. And then she got like, so John Dorney got in and said, "Oh, you will lose. She's smarter than you, John, mate. She already lost." Like, and again, this, go and look on Twitter, mate. Okay, this is not self-aggrandizing. Just go and look at the interaction on Twitter. It's fucking hilarious. Somebody should print, a book of great ass handing tos on Twitter, because this one is over and over and over again. She got made to look like the twat that she was, the nasty trolling twat that she was. So, James, look, I like your work. The cutesy tone doesn't work because in my mind it's coming from an absolute cunt. Now, and she's not an absolute cunt because she has a vagina. She's an absolute cunt because she is an absolute cunt. And she's stupid as hell as well. Oh God, she's so dumb. I remember she somebody sent me, was it has a it's amazing how they blame capitalism for all this like corporate socialism problems, right? It's like they blame capitalism with no idea what they're talking about. I hate capitalism and I hate rainbow capitalism, but buy my product. Oh God, she's so dumb. So yeah, she's the office is the lesser order of Oberon. Who gives a shit? I like Knights of the Order of Oberon. I'd like to see them in everywhere I've seen them. This bores the crap at me. They're in some kind of like boring office, and there's Terry, is the manager, right? And so they have this boring conversation. Terry sighed. Her sighs were the only thing that she practiced. Every morning she waited for the kettle to boil. Going against her better instincts, Terry picked up the cradle and watched the hologram spring into the air. A familiar figure slumped into the hologram ball gown, stared desperately out at her. Doom. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear? The other line lit up. Of course it did. I got another call. Putting you on hold, said Terry. Right, and so she's dying. So why is she dying, was it? Fine. So they try to retire because, okay, you're dying. We'll take you off the rotor. Everything's fine. And so they got this weird system where they only have an hour to kill their person. Like, they don't explain that, right? That's how they work. They get their target and they go there with the force and they got 1 hour to kill them. Why? Why did they put that limitation on that? Right? Don't they want the most efficient way to kill? Why is there just an hour? They said, no, keep on the rotor. I've got a day to live. I want to, so I want as many jobs as possible. So she's jumping every hour to a different job. It's just stupid. It's like literally James Goss was held hostage to write this. Right? This feels like the book the bloke wrote in Misery. Was being held, like James Carl wrote in Misery, was being held by the crazy woman. Terry, Doom shouted, I'm the very best assassin on your books. Well, why are you dying then? And I'm dying. You need to fix this. Who sent me here? Because I've been set up, right? So yeah, it goes on and on and on. Fine. So she won't tell him who's there. She meets the doctor, but it's not sure. You're not sure what doctor it is. It could be. Where was it? Where was it? Yeah. But before I realized, was it? So here is Doom protested. It's not as simple as that. I've killed the one person I'm not supposed to kill. I was set up. I fired the staser bolt before I realized the doctor was there. Wait, said Terry. You killed the doctor for free, right? No, she didn't kill the doctor. Do they show you the scene with the doctor? They think they do. Doctor basically says she needs to go, right? So I haven't killed the doctor, and I've got no time for paperwork. Oh, this is so silly, says Doom. She checked the readout of her vortex mixer. No change. My vortex mixer says I've got 24 hours to live, you see. How does a vortex manipulator can do that? What? Now a vortex manipulator now tells you how long you have to live as well. Okay. Fine. So fine. So Dill thought back to the meeting on the grand balcony. She prided herself how to slip in. Dill thought back to the meeting on the grand balcony. She prided herself on how to slip into a room, execute a mission, then slink out because she hasn't got an hour. Why? Doesn't fucking matter. Okay, because none of this fucking matters because no one's going to read it and nobody gives a shit. Right? Do you really think anybody's buying this shit? I mean, really, genuinely, do you really think anybody is buying this shit, right? And again, if you're the best assassin in the world, why you just been killed? And how you've been killed with precisely 24 hours to live? Oh, God. She looked at where was it? There he is. And yet the old man had noticed her. As soon as she walked into the room in the balcony, he'd been watching her. So is this Capaldi or is this Hartnell, you think? Right? Or another doctor? Who gives a shit? I mean, basically, who gives a shit, right? Is it Richard Hundell? Who knows? He looked back to her and smiled at her with a reassuring smile. Sounds like Hartnell. Hi. She actually sounds like Dave Bradley. She said, managing to inject a single syllable that she was important and fabulous and on her way to spend time with the most important, fabulous people. This is shit. Oh, fuck me. What point were you typing this and went, oh, yeah, this is not shit? He must know this is shit. Right? But again, he's writing it in her idiot voice. Right? It's just so stupid. Fine, so he's saying you shouldn't. The doctor had a reputation across creation. Doink. Across creation. If your planet was in danger, if the leader was cruel, if your gods were unreasonable, then the doctor would be there, standing by your side. Didn't suspect that the doctor's largesse didn't extend to assassins. She doubted he would hear her out when she made a case. Okay. If you thought about it, they were in pretty much the same line of work. She just dealt with more divorces. What? Okay. Why was the doctor at the party? Mind you, why was the doctor speaking to her at the party? Excuse me, I think you confused me with somebody else. Listen to me, said the doctor angrily. You're about to make a terrible, it sounds like Hartnell, a terrible mistake. Nah, she said, and marched off to make a terrible mistake. Yeah, that sounds like Suits. That sounds just like, yeah, okay. What I don't understand why they write female incompetency as if it's fun and funny. Right? We fucked up. Okay. Like, they did that with Jodie all the time as well. Oh, I'm such a goofball. I don't know what to do. Oh, you thought. Yeah, no. You can't be the universe's greatest assassin and an idiot fuck up as well. Fucking morons. Oh. So he vanished. Looked around, no sign of him. So then she had a staser, and she kills. She fired it. Then everything went wrong. Right. The way okay, this is so stupid. The way the lesser order program worked was very straightforward. This wasn't straightforward at all. They prided themselves on their lethal efficiency. Operatives were paid by the assignment and given 1 hour. Why? They got time machines. They could take days, months, years to set this up, right? At the end of the time, the vortex community would reactivate. Fee was either deducted from the client's account or from the unsuccessful assassin's wages. Fuck off! No. Why do I want to work for you then? The lesser order always won. So what? Why would I work for you? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. Why do you only have an hour? Oh, because you need a plot device. That's why, right? The doctor could be anywhere in time and space. If I'm still on the road, I got 24 hours before I'm gone. That 24 missions away. So, wait, did we see where she was killed yet? So they want to take off the rotor. So you've got 24 missions, 24 chances to find the doctor. I'm on the clock here. Dying, meh. She dealt with worse. No, you haven't. So stupid. Who'd ever found the demons? Oh, fuck off. Stop with all that shit. Something moved in the shadows at the end of the terrace. Of course it was the doctor come to check on her. He'd seen her running, pale face from the ballroom. Probably wanted to wag his finger and say, I told you so. Well, fair dues, Magic Grandpa. Get over it and save my life. Doon squinted as the figure emerged from the shadows. It was not the doctor. The figure itself was the shadows, dragging them with it. It was almost a cow, almost a claw, emerging from almost a cloak, and coming towards her. Well, that wasn't subtle. That's what she unleashed. How? Please, Terry, it's coming for me. My actual death is coming. It's so shit. Like, I don't understand. Why do you feel this in any way fits into Doctor Who? Like, I've never seen anything this immature and stupid as Can. I'm sorry. And I've seen Delta and the Bannermen, right? And I'd rather put a finger up my ass and watch that shit again. No, would I? I don't know. I'm never going to be in that situation, okay? I'm never going to be in that situation. Fine, so, Terry, get me out of here. Send me a target quickly, Doom begged. Fine, said Terry. So they're kind of like Vogons, right? Sending a list of possible targets. So I could go to the Auden Academy, Madrigal's escalation, and there it was perfect. You know where it looks to be the Storm Cage Containment Facility. Doom selected the option, and the shadow reached. As the shadow reached her, forming a what? So why was she running to start with? What? So wait a minute. There was a Visions of Death coming after her, and she needed a job. So she had that whole conversation that Visions of Death was coming for her. So, but that happened at the end of the story. Why was she running scared? They didn't have that from when she fired the staser. Because it doesn't fucking matter. This is shit. 5 more Doom stories. Let's see what else they have. Let's see what else we have. Prepare for Doomsday. Like, again, what's with the mush? Why do you think that in any way worked? Hour 1, we heard that. Target selected. It's a comic. So the comic must be... this must be Doctor Who magazine, right? Where is this? Is this Doctor Who magazine? Yeah. You're lucky I have a subscription. I'm going to read in the second hour, and I'm going to rip the shit out of it, darling. Not bothering with the comics. Look how shit they are. That's not comics. This is a game. Doom. This book. Who's writing the book? Poor cunt. Who's been forced into this? Who they have chained to a typewriter? Yeah, we accept the cookies. Oh, give me cookies. MG Harris, don't know who you are. That's pretty shit. Right, why would I buy that? Look, again, what is this face? So, okay, we know all these missions end in failure. Right, okay, fine. Then you got, I guess this is Big Finish. And then what's the final hour? What's that from? Really? They won't even tell you? Learn more. Will that tell me anything? Out of time. They don't tell you anything. So basically, you know every story in this will be utterly pointless. So I guess so we've got hour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I think this is several hours, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, 10. Well, I guess this must be the Big Finish stuff, right? That must be the Big Finish stuff. Wait, what hours are these? Let's have a look. Show us. I mean, assuming they have it set up to take us to the link. Really? Oh, who's paid $30 for this? Look at this. Oh, Jacqueline Ryan, quite a good writer. Sad that she's been brought to this. Do they say what hours this is? Who cares? I mean, like, really, who cares? Backstage. Okay. Oh, Rusty Davis said nothing about it. It's a thing. Yay! He said nothing complimentary about it. But they don't say what hour this. Who gives a shit? Boy, again. You know, same company. That brought you Anheuser-Busch, brought you Dylan Mulvaney. Bring you this. Schmuck beyond schmucks. Oh, you guys are such schmucks. This is crap. This is shit. Obviously, this is shit. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.